I think I just need to put this out there.
I'm Milton, and I have a lot to say, but I try to keep my outrageous opinions to myself where it's appropriate. But I've decided it's no longer appropriate. There is too much ridiculous stuff going on for me to continue to remain silent. And so here I am, end of a long day, frustrated, as I'm sure many of you are. And I'm going to light a joint and talk through some of the things that are on my mind, and we'll see where we are. That's an interesting thought. So I think that's a good place to dive in. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal out of the fact that I'm smoking a joint right here. This is not really a big deal. And the fact that we've been classifying cannabis differently than all sorts of other shit is bullshit. A little bit we're now starting to understand about the chemical structure is very similar to many of the other compounds we've been studying for a long time, and that we're intaking in various amounts on a consistent basis. The chemical structure is very similar. There are only a handful of elements that compose most of the things that we consume on any given day. And so the key is the structure and how this structure interacts with our system. We need to understand immediately. When I could go buy a pack of fucking tobacco down the street and it would be legal for that. But more importantly, it would be legal to research it. And one of the big differences that we have going on in our federal law around not just this, but many other compounds is the fact that we are not allowed to research them. We cannot understand what the chemical structure of this is relative to the chemical structure of some other bullshit that they decided was better. Fuck, here we are. Oh, there's Alma. Hi, Alma. I think we needed to have this discussion. And, it's one of the things that I find interesting as we grind our wheels in Congress. We can't even spend an hour, a couple hours of debate just to free up research on various compounds. Like, let's just get this done. This is ridiculous. And because we don't have the data. Anytime I try to get into a legitimate discussion around compounds, I hit a wall. If you don't like what I have to say, I want to hear your opinion. And so that's part of why I'm trying to express mine, is to spark that discussion. I recognize we're not going to agree on everything. That's valuable. We shouldn't agree on everything. We should be expressing our opinions as freely as possible, as often as possible, especially in this developing digital world. I think it's really important that we actually bridge the gap and not allow these silos of information to just fester. And we saw the implications of those silos last week at the Capitol.